Do not worry, God will solve it. You may be going through trials, struggles, battles that seem never-ending, but I am here to tell you, do not worry. Worry will drain you. It will rob you of your peace. It will shake your faith. It will make you feel like you are all alone, like there is no way out, like things will never change. But I want to remind you today, God is still in control. He has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you. He has not overlooked your pain. He has not turned his back on your situation. He sees. He knows. He cares. And he will solve it. You must understand that worrying will not fix it. Worrying will not heal your body. Worrying will not bring back what you lost. Worrying will not open the door. Worrying will not move the mountain. But trusting God will. Trusting God will bring peace in the storm. Trusting God will sustain you when you feel weak. Trusting God will remind you that he is bigger than any obstacle you face. When you trust God, you rest in the assurance that he is working even when you can't see it, even when you don't understand, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it feels like nothing is changing. God is working behind the scenes. He is setting things in motion. He is arranging divine connections. He is making a way where there is no way. Stop carrying burdens that are too heavy for you. Stop trying to figure it all out on your own. Stop allowing stress and anxiety to control you. Cast your cares on him, for he cares for you. Lay it at his feet. Leave it in his hands. And walk in peace, knowing that God is your provider, your healer, your defender, your waymaker. The same God who delivered you before will deliver you again. The same God who made a way before will make a way again. The same God who performed miracles before is still performing miracles today. He has not lost his power. He has not changed his mind. He has not forgotten his promises. And what he said, he will do. What he started, he will finish. What he ordained, he will bring to pass. You may be in a difficult season, but do not let that season define you. Do not let that season break you. Do not let that season make you doubt God's faithfulness. Seasons change, storms pass, battles end. And when you come out of this, you will come out stronger. You will come out wiser. You will come out with a testimony. You will come out knowing that God was with you every step of the way. You will look back and see that every tear, every struggle, every sleepless night was not wasted. God was using it. God was preparing you. God was strengthening you. God was positioning you for greater things. So do not worry. Do not be afraid. Do not lose hope. Do not let fear consume you. Instead, stand firm in faith. Declare that God is able. Speak life over your situation. Speak faith over your circumstances. Speak victory over your battles. Because what you speak, you will see. If you speak defeat, you will live in defeat. But if you speak faith, you will see the hand of God move in your life. Speak healing. Speak breakthrough, speak joy, speak restoration, speak blessings, speak open doors, speak divine favor, and believe that God will do. God is your source. God is your strength. God is your way out. So trust him, lean on him, rest in him, worship him in the waiting, praise him in the storm. Rejoice even before you see the miracle, because the miracle is already on the way. God is not limited by time. He is not restricted by circumstances. He is not intimidated by the size of your problem. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God opens a door, no one can shut it. When God declares a blessing over your life, Nothing can stop it. So keep believing, keep praying, keep trusting, keep standing, keep moving forward, because God is about to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all you could ever ask or think. The enemy wants you to give up. The enemy wants you to lose faith. The enemy wants you to throw in the towel. But he is a liar. He has no power over your destiny. He has no control over your future. The battle is already won. The victory is already secured. You are not fighting for victory. You are fighting formed against you. And because God is with you, you cannot fail. Because God is for you, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Because God's hand is upon you, his favor will make a way for you. His grace will sustain you. His power will lift you up. His love will never let you go. So take a deep breath. Let go of the worry. Release the fear. Stop stressing over things you cannot control. Trust that God is working it all out. Trust that he has a plan. Trust that his timing is perfect. Trust that he is making all things new. Your breakthrough is coming. Your answer is coming. Your miracle is coming. Stay in faith. Stay in expectation. Stay in his presence and watch what God will do in your life. He will not fail you. He will not leave you. He will not forsake you. He will do what he promised. So do not worry. God will solve it. Worry does not solve problems. It drains you, weakens you, distracts you, and keeps you from seeing what God is doing. Worry paralyzes your faith. It keeps you stuck in cycles of fear, doubt, and anxiety, making you feel helpless and overwhelmed. But faith is the key to breaking. Faith moves mountains. Faith opens doors. Faith unlocks miracles. If you want to see change in your life, stop worrying and start believing. God never called you to live in fear. He never called you to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. He called you to trust him. He called you to walk by faith, not by sight. He called you to surrender your burdens and allow him to work on your behalf. You can't fix it by worrying. You can't change the outcome by stressing over it. You can't control what happens by sitting up at night, running through every worst-case scenario in your mind. Worry does not add a single hour to your life. Worry does not heal. Worry does not restore. Worry does not provide. But faith does. Faith releases you from the grip of anxiety. Faith gives you peace in the storm. Faith reminds you that God is bigger than your problem, stronger than your enemy, greater than your struggle. Faith reminds you that no matter how bad it looks, no matter how impossible it seems, God is still able. He is still working. He is still moving behind the scenes. He is still opening doors you cannot see. And if you will just trust him, if you will just believe, you will see his hand move in ways you never imagined. Stop trying to figure everything out. Stop trying to fix everything yourself. Stop carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry. God is your provider. God is your waymaker. God is your healer. And when you put your faith in him, you will experience the kind of peace that surpasses all understanding. The kind of peace that lets you sleep at night, knowing that God is in control. The kind of peace that allows you to praise him in the middle of the storm, knowing that your breakthrough is coming. The kind of peace that lets you walk through the fire without fear, because you know that God is walking with you. Your situation may not change overnight. The battle may not end as quickly as you want it to. But one thing is certain, worrying will not change it. Fear will not fix it. Anxiety will not solve it. Only faith will. Only trusting in God's power, God's plan, God's promises will bring you through. If he did it before, he will do it again. If he made a way before, he will open another one. His faithfulness has never failed. His power has never diminished. His love has never wavered. So don't let worry control you. Don't let fear consume you. Stand firm in faith. Stand on his word. Stand on his promises and watch what he will do in your life. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. God has a plan, and his plan is greater than your fears. His plan is bigger than your doubts. His plan is stronger than your struggles. So let go of the worry. Release the anxiety. Choose faith over fear. Choose peace over panic. Choose trust over turmoil. And believe that God will do what he said he would do. Believe that he is working all things together for your good. Believe that your best days are ahead of you. Because when you stop worrying and start trusting, you will see the hand of God move in ways that will leave you speechless. So don't worry, have faith. Because God will solve it.